If your lordships agrees with my proposition of law that whips cannot be appointed in this fashion, then our notices should be quashed by this court. But that very matter is pending before the Supreme Court about the disqualification of these 39. So please stay your hands and let the Supreme Court decide. So, mothers, your lordships must ask the question, why didn't do that? And mothers, let me put it this way. If they were so concerned, mothers, they should have voted against the whip. They should have voted against the whip. And if they had, if they had voted, this part we're over. Now, mothers, I just wanted to point out para 240. 240. No other exception is there. Now, kindly mark this, that it has to be a party supporting for the purposes of the floor test. There has to be an alliance as a matter of law. Therefore, the governor cannot exercise any discretion. He must ask what party you belong to. Done with this issue, Balaj. Now, just two more issues and I am finished, Balaj. Number one, your lordships have now noticed that Gogavale was appointed as the whip from Assam. If your lordships agree with me as a proposition of law that the whips cannot be appointed in this fashion, ultimately the speaker, once that government is formed on the 3rd, recognizes Gogavale. Right, Maharaj? And then I am issued, our legislators are issued a notice for disqualification on the 8th of July. If your lordships agrees with my proposition of law that whips cannot be appointed in this fashion, then our notices should be quashed by this court.
Subsequent notices.
Your notice.
Under 21B or 21A.
Yes. Against us. Notices against us.
Correct.
Yes. 21B.
21B.
Yes.
But they are virtually non-issue, right?
No, it's not a non-issue. There's a notice of disqualification against me because they say Gogavale gave a whip.
You are right.
Right. So, it's a live issue for us.
Legislators whip.
Correct.
Not the political parties.
Yes, legislators whip. So, therefore, my request to your lordships is that notice for disqualification must be struck down by your lordships. If your lordships, of course, agree that you cannot appoint a whip from outside.
That's the direct challenge also.
Yes, we've challenged that.
In your
That you have challenged.
38.
Yes, I've challenged that, Maharaj. Now, one more point, Maharaj. Your lordships, Maharaj, in September, when a whole petition was argued that the Election Commission should not proceed, your lordship said no stay. Fine, Maharaj, no stay. We went back. Maharaj, what happened was we thought, and this is Maharaj, we interpreted the order to mean that the proceedings before the commission should go on. Fine, Maharaj, let them go on. The problem arose that we told the commission that if you take this test of organization and representation in the legislature, you necessarily will have to include 38 or 39. And therefore, if you take that into account, your outcome, your result may be that they get the symbol. But that very matter is pending before the Supreme Court about the disqualification of these 39. So please stay your hands and let the Supreme Court decide. Now, I personally feel, Maharaj, that was not it was not antithetical to your lordship's order of stay. After all, the Election Commission has also to decide in accordance with law. The result was, this is again the sad part of it, the result was The commission says, I'm not going to bother about the organization. These 39 members are majority, therefore they get the symbol.
Considering the validity of the order passed for the election.
No, I'm not asking, Malas. I'm really saying the commission said, the High Court said, Supreme Court has said no stay, therefore they have to decide.
That to be taken.
That's why the reference, what is the scope of powers of the Election Commission in respect of determination split within the party? Malas, I'm not, your lordship's passed, Malas, rightly so, according to me, that let the commission, but the commission doesn't have to, can't disregard basic principles that you are giving symbol to a party on the strength of those 39 whose disqualifications are pending.
And that issue is pending before this.
That's pending. And I said to them, please stay your hands. They said, no, but Supreme Court has said that we have to go on. That's how the symbol is given. See that injustice caused to us. I just make the point, Malas, and not go further. And then the last thing, Malas, kindly read now paragraph 115 with me. And then I'm done, Malas. Your lordships have seen the correspondence, 21st June onwards. There is not a whisper of any rival group. Not a whisper.
There was no information in the possession of the EC to show that there are rival groups, and it has to be satisfied.
Yes. Now, Malas, the petition.
Can you just rephrase your submission, Mr. Sibbal, again on this point?
Malas, I'm saying, Malas, the jurisdiction of the commission will commence when the commission has it in its possession information on which it is satisfied that there are two rival factions within a political party.
Right. And in this case, what is the...
Now Malas, kindly see. Therefore, in the context of this 10th schedule, Malas, now just that proposition. In the context of the 10th schedule, the only way you can get a symbol is when there are two rival factions within the party. It has nothing to do with the 10th schedule.
No, this has nothing to do with the 10th schedule.
Correct.
Right? So, Manas, there has to be a faction emerging. Take, for example, Manas, majority of the people in the 10th schedule are with Thackeray. Let's assume. All 55 are with Thackeray. Then also para 15, Manas, can be invoked.
By somebody making an application.
Because 15, para 15 refers to the party.
That's right. So, Manas, the split has
Schedule refers to
correct. The
two on
split
the
has
floor
to
of
take.
the House.
I'm
Right.
agreeing, Malas. I'm saying exactly
Right.
that split has to take place within the party.
Right.
That split did not take place on 21st June or immediately thereafter. Never took place. A petition is filed on the 19th of July.
Correct. 19th of July.
Just note that, Malas.
19th of July.
19th of July.
19th July, absolutely.
Correct?
Right.
And on the 18th of July, it is alleged, what is submitted along with the petition is minutes of meetings. Minutes of meetings. Well, will my lord allow me to just place before your lordships? Just give it to my lord, please. Yeah, we'll give you the copy. This is on 18th July. The matter was fixed in this court on 20th July. The all petitions were to come up for directions. So from 21st of June to the 18th of July, nothing happened. No faction, no claim for faction. Just give it to my lords, please. Now, let's, on 18th of July, just kindly come to page 7 of this compilation.
What is this? Mr. Sibbal?
Oh.
Minutes of meeting of?
Minutes of the meeting,
Of Shiv Sena
translation of the Pratinidhi Sabha. Page 7. Typed as page 7, Manoj.
Where is the Marathi start? Just, I can read the English.
Previous to that is the Marathi, Manoj.
What page?
It says on top.
It says on top, page 48.
48.
8. 3 pages before that. Or before Manoj, the English version.
46.
Now, what do you have here? Your lordships may take it, there is no summons for any meeting. No venue for any meeting. No time for any meeting. No signatures obtained at the meeting. Nothing. Just note that, Manoj. No time, no place, no date is given 18 July, no summons. I suppose this is a meeting of the Pratinidhi Sabha of the Shiv Sena. So it must be known to everybody where the meeting is going to be. Summons must be sent like we sent to them. Right? What they do is they give a translation of the minutes of the Pratinidhi Sabha. And in the minutes, they show some resolutions have been passed. Minutes, as your lordship will know, is after the meeting. It can't be before the meeting. Right? Has to be after the meeting. So there is the minutes of the Pratinidhi Sabha, and there are also minutes of the Karyakarni. That your lordships will see at page 10. Again, minutes. Again, when it is held, what time is it held, where it is held. Yes, they say it happened, it is held in Bombay. I guess, Malaj, someplace in Bombay. They must have known. Now, Malaj, so 2 minutes are placed before the Election Commission. These 2 minutes.
Subsequent minutes also of what date? 27th?
27th of July. That's even more interesting. Well, just note the note 27 July. And then go back to the petition, Malaj, that they filed. It's very interesting. These are the 2 documents that they placed, nothing more. Plus, of course, appointment of people. We're not into that. Convenience volume 2. Page, volume 2. Convenience volume 2. Yes. Kindly see page, PDF page 699. Paragraph 8. Oh, sorry. 698. Where is that? Yes. 698, Roman 626.
PDF page?
PDF page 698. This petition is filed on the 19th of July. Just mark that, Malaj. This averment is made when the petition is filed on 19th July.
What is the page number? Council?
Page number.
698, Malaj. PDF 698. And just above that, Malaj, Roman 25 at 697, the last 2 lines of that page, if your lordship has that.
Just what is this document that you pointed out?
It says, further, a meeting of the Pratinidhi Sabha was convened on 18th of July. Your lordship has that sentence? Yes. Whereby the petitioner Eknath Shinde was appointed as senior leader and Shiv Sena Mukhya Neta, main leader, minutes of the meeting of the Pratinidhi Sabha. So they say minutes of the meeting are there. No meeting, no place, where it was held, when it was held, who was summoned, nothing.